No, I refuse. I will never, ever do a review about this movie. Ever. You can't make me. I'm not gonna do it. Fine. Here's my review of Beverly Hills, Chihuahua, starring Drew Barrymore and George Lopez. Alright, so I'm sure you've heard about this movie in some way, shape, or form. More than likely you saw that featured video on YouTube a couple of months ago talking about this new upcoming movie, Beverly Hills, Chihuahua, and they had this little annoying little Chihuahua talking about how he didn't want to be carried in purses and dressed up in little fancy little clothes. But you gotta realize these dogs have more to worry about than toting around with severe billionaires and millionaires and all the best, most rich people in Hollywood. These dogs just don't realize what they got, and I really think that commercial sets a bad example for dogs everywhere. But in reality, this is not what the movie actually ends up being about. I'm sure you've made the preassumption that this movie takes place in Beverly Hills, California, with a bunch of rich, prissy little dogs. This is not true. The movie's set about 75% in Mexico. So what happens is, the dog goes on a vacation to Mexico, and she gets out. These dog wrestler guys kidnap her and take her to their evil lair with other dogs that they're going to try and illegally fight each other. So, after that, she escapes with this German Shepherd and gets on a crazy adventure across the country. Yeah, so that's the basic synopsis of this basic storyline of this movie. For the most part, it's pretty good, but they didn't give us a clear idea of what it was going to be about in the commercials to begin with. I do have to say there are some errors with this movie, and they were obviously apparent. In the beginning of the movie, it looked like the lip syncing with the dogs were just obviously unsynced. It was almost unbearable, and I thought I might actually end up walking out of this movie when I first saw it, but the movie definitely picked up later on. Not a big deal, but it did catch my eye at the beginning. Some scenes seem to be a little corny, and when I say corny, it's just almost cartoonish. Now, I know you have to suspend reality to watch these movies, but, I mean, seriously, they probably could have pulled it off a little better than making scenes that obviously stretch reality in an uncool way, not the Dark Knight way. So, just, in my opinion, they could have improved on some slight details, but for the most part, it was mostly enjoyable. Some things I really liked about this movie. They had this great development of the characters. It was pretty good. I mean, at the beginning, they made her seem like this little prissy girl dog who gets everything she wanted. And then by the end of the movie, she realizes that all she ever wanted was her true love puppy. They have some very emotional scenes, like the scene with her on the train. And it does grab your heart. I mean, it's a dog, it's a kid's movie, but they seem to do a pretty good job of pulling it off. Now, this one scene with the lions attacking the dogs is my personal favorite. It's about time those cats showed those dogs what for. And for the most part, I like the scenes in this movie. So, in an overall rating, I'm going to give Beverly Hills, Chihuahua a very valiant 3 crazy cat heads out of 5.